Hey guys, it's siu-yee. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I make videos about physical and financial fitness for millennials. So today I just wanted to quickly go through some of my tips and tricks to actually cut down your monthly costs. And if you didn't know, I actually make monthly budget videos on my channel, so you can see what I personally spend on and what I don't spend on every month. And I got to that point by following some of these guidelines that I'm about to share with you. Number one, make a budget. It is so important to review what you're spending on and what you're not spending on, checking all of your transactions in your bank account. That will make you more aware of what you actually spend on and therefore more conscious of how you're going to spend your money in the future. Oftentimes you're going to find that you have more money left over than you originally thought because you've been spending money on frivolous things and you haven't really been keeping track of it. A budget definitely helps make sure that it's zero based and that you're keeping yourself accountable of what you're spending on. The next thing is also pretty important. A lot of people have subscriptions to many different streaming services, whether it's music, movies, or TV, and some people have multiple streaming service subscriptions to the same category of entertainment. It's super important for you to review whether you really need Netflix, Hulu, Prime, and Disney Plus every single month, or if you can just cancel some of them, maybe cancel one every other month so that you have time to even watch all of these movies and shows. Oftentimes subscriptions just don't get used, and that's how the companies make money off of you. That applies to gym memberships as well. I personally have a Netflix subscription, and just 2 days ago I started a premium student membership on Spotify just to listen to the new Taylor Swift album right when it came out. I will be canceling it next month when the free trial is over. Don't you worry. Spotify is free, by the way, as long as you can deal with the commercials, and even then you can watch like a 30-second video and you'll have no commercials. All the music will be on shuffle, but it's not really the end of the world if you're trying to pay off debt. If you have all these streaming services, use them. Watch your movies at home, watch TV at home, enjoy access to a comfortable seating area and a bathroom right near you, and you can pause it. Isn't that amazing? The third thing is actually reviewing all of the insurance that you have, whether it's health insurance, dental insurance, car insurance. It's really important to know what you're covered with, what you actually need for your medical health, your dental health, for your car's health. A lot of insurance companies have a portal that you can access and review everything that you're covered for, and sometimes there are discounts available. You can see whether or not you can apply for. For example, if you can take a $20 defensive driving course and lower your monthly payment by like $10 a month. I actually did that when I lived in New Jersey. When I moved to Pennsylvania, unfortunately that didn't really apply here. My insurance still went down because in Pennsylvania you're less prone to having a car accident than you are in New Jersey. I don't know. In addition to that, call your insurance company. As much as I hate to say this, your premium can be based on your credit score. So if you have a bad credit score, your insurance premium could actually be higher than those who have a better credit score. I, for one, do not care for a credit score, but I have it. While I have a credit score, I'm going to use it to my advantage. Call your insurance company, ask them to do a credit check or a credit-based insurance check, something like that, and that could actually lower your premium by a good amount. If you're living on your own and paying for your own utilities, a lot of the utility companies such as water, electricity, gas also have portals where you can log in and review how much energy or water you're using every month. You can see if you're using too much electricity or if you're using it at peak times, because all of that stuff can affect how much your bill ends up being. I know Graham Stephan says that he does laundry on off-peak electrical hours, which is something I have yet to do. I don't want to bother my neighbors at like 5 a.m. in the morning, but it's an option for you if you are interested in that. As a piggyback to that, unplug anything that you're not using. I have an Alexa and a Google Home. I do not need both of them to be spying on me at the same time. I have 2 lamps in my living room. I unplugged one of them. I don't keep my Instant Pot plugged in. I don't keep my air fryer plugged in. I only plug things in when I'm using them or if I use them constantly. Like my microwave is always plugged in because I just cannot be bothered to plug that in every single morning. And just an FYI, I highly recommend you keep your fridge plugged in at all times. Turn off any lights that you're not using. You don't want to be wasting energy like that. Also, it's better for the environment. In the summertime and in the wintertime, you can actually raise or lower the set point of your thermostat so that when you leave your home, you can actually save money because the temperature of your place does not have to be as high or as low as when you're in it so that you can be comfortable. When you're gone, it doesn't really matter. Of course, if you have pets in the house, you don't want it to be 0 degrees in your apartment, and I do recommend lowering it or raising it by a few degrees because turning it off would actually cost a little bit more thermal energy when you come back back home and turn it on, and that would actually increase your cost. So it's good to just set it near the temperature that you like it to, but not too high and not too low. Another thing that I am a huge proponent of is to cook at home. Buy your groceries, do not let them go to waste like I did with my potatoes, and just cook at home. Just buy food that you know that you're gonna eat that month or that week. This helps out with food waste around the world, and it helps you save money because when you cook at home, you're saving all of the cost of someone else cooking for you and whatever markup they put on the food so that they can profit. Another thing that I haven't particularly been active about doing is taking really good care of your clothes and making sure that you're buying higher quality of clothes rather than lower quality that's going to disintegrate after a few washes. A lot of the clothes I buy are like super cheap. Some of them have lasted, some of them haven't. However, it is fast fashion, so it's actually detrimental to our planet. In the future, I personally am going to start buying higher quality of clothes. Not everyone has that luxury. I don't right now. The only thing I let myself buy that's high quality are workout clothes that I use all the time. If you do have the opportunity to buy higher quality of clothes that are sustainably made, I say go for it, and that way you're not going to be constantly buying new clothes, hurting our planet and wasting your money. In addition to that, you can even thrift clothes or buy clothes on Poshmark that are high quality. So there are many options for you if you want to elevate your style without breaking the bank. Before you go grocery shopping, it's really important that you think of recipes in advance, or at least have a good idea of what you want to cook with the ingredients that you're purchasing. If you're just blindly going into the grocery store and just grabbing everything that looks good, especially if you're hungry, I've been there, it's bad. You're just gonna buy a bunch of stuff that either you won't eat or you're just gonna binge. That's just not productive, it's not good for your health, and honestly, it's wasteful. A lot of people have these huge pantries stocked with items that could have been there for years because they don't realize how much stuff they have. This is a thing that I recently noticed since I've started driving more often in New Jersey. And I'm not saying this for Pennsylvania because honestly, I have not pumped gas in Pennsylvania in a while. In New Jersey, it costs less when you pay in cash for gas than with a credit card. Isn't that insane? The cash price was 8 cents less, which may seem insignificant, but if you live there and you're constantly getting gas and you have a long commute, that adds up. So I highly suggest always paying in cash for gas, especially when that's an option. And don't tell me anything about credit card rewards. If it's 1% cash back on like $2 for a gallon, that's not 8 cents. So you're saving a lot more money with just paying in cash because cash is king. If you have an extra room in your apartment or your house, it could be really financially beneficial to you if you get a roommate. That'll help you split the mortgage or rent, therefore helping you cut out monthly costs on housing. I personally live in a 1-bedroom and I don't think I could ever have another roommate again, except for my parents, which will soon be true when I move out in December. I think that they were good roommates for 17 years. We can give it another shot and we'll see how it goes. If you live in an area where you can just walk to the grocery store and you're not buying a lot of stuff, or if you just need to run an errand and you can walk there, I highly suggest walking or bike riding as long as it's safe. If you have a long commute to work and you have coworkers that live near you, carpooling could also be a great way to save money and reduce the use of fossil fuels. So this is something that's super important health-wise and can actually help you out financially. Drink water. Don't buy fruity drinks that are filled with sugar. Don't spend your money on alcohol. It's just not necessary. If you're trying to pay off debt and you're fully focused, you don't need alcohol. Earlier today, I actually made the whipped coffee that I wanted because that was a treat, but I don't regularly drink that. If you're regularly drinking sugary drinks, alcoholic drinks, when you're trying to cut costs out, just drink water. Oh my God, if you've seen Zac Efron's new show, Down to Earth on Netflix, you learn stuff about water. If you're gonna invest in a drink, invest in water. Get mineral water so that it replenishes all of your nutrients. Honestly, that show is amazing. Let me know in the comments what you thought of it if you've seen it. The content was great. The visuals were amazing. And you know, he's just a great guy. Buy some of your food and household items in bulk. If you do the calculation, it can save you a lot of money in the long run. You just have to spend a lot in 1 month and then you're good for the next few months. So this is very pertinent to the current status quo. Is that redundant, current status quo. Just do outdoor activities. You don't have to pay to have fun. You can go on a hike, you can walk your dog, go to the park, lie in the sun, get that vitamin D, drink that water, apply sunscreen, do a puzzle, do socially distanced workouts with your friends outside. That's all I have for now. These are just the things that have helped me save money along the way and that I honestly try to incorporate throughout my everyday life. I hope that this can help some of you cut out your monthly costs, and let me know which tip you tried. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, comment below, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching.